We've been modeled around the country with our coaches program. That's a program where we have survivors of cancer meet with new patients on their first 3 treatment days. Patients just seem to feel really good when they can sit down and talk to someone that's walked in their shoes. They're really an extension of what we're known for as our compassionate care.
Well, I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. I've had Hodgkin's disease, thyroid cancer, and colon cancer. And each time the challenges were different because the cancers are different, the treatment's different. But I always knew from the beginning with each of the cancers that I was a survivor and that I was going to make it through. And if I could offer one piece of advice to a new cancer patient, I think your mental outlook is very important, and what you believe about your outcome, what you believe about yourself and how you're going to go through and deal with this cancer is really important to your outcome. And I get to see a patient for the first time and they're either scared or they're mad or they're in denial. Then a lot of times I'm the first point person when a person comes in the door because the lab's on the first floor. And I can offer them hope. I can offer them encouragement because I have walked a mile in their shoes. And so I hope by the time that they leave the lab, even though it's a very short period of time, I hope that I can instill something positive in their life to at least tackle this disease and know that they can come out of it. They look at me and they say, wow, I would have never known that you had cancer. And it gives them hope because they look at me and then they ask me how long I have been a survivor. And they think, well, if you can do it, I can do it, because you're no different than I am. Since I have been treated at 3 different facilities, I can honestly say that this place has a family atmosphere when they treat you. The doctors, nurses, all the way down to the office and support staff, they really care for you as a person and not just you're the 10 o'clock appointment. And they get to know you because we are smaller than the other facilities that I've been at. And so when you come through the door, they know your name. They know a little bit about you as a person. And I think that all helps to make the treatment easier to deal with, as well as you don't dread coming here because people really do care for you. Well, the physician that I had, I really felt like she was on the cutting edge of what was going on. She involved me in my treatment. She talked to me as though I was somebody that was actively engaged, and she always would let me know what options were out there, and then we could make a choice as to which way to go. I feel that with the protocols that we do and all the different drug studies, I think that we are right there on the leading edge of what's going on in cancer research.
Most valuable lesson I learned was they just want to be treated like you and me, like they're not sick. And I think their first visit, they feel sick and they may be treated like they're sick, but they soon become family and friends with us, and you treat them just like you do your family and friends, and it's amazing to watch it. It's just incredible. You know, they come in the door and we don't make a big scene about it. We just make everything calm and peaceful, and I think, you know, you have Paula at the front desk and she knows their name from the minute, even before they get off the elevator, she knows that she's anticipating their arrival, and the girls that take them to scheduling, and then the nursing staff, they just are treated like one of the family. Nancy Henderson actually commented that, this was a long time ago, she made the comment that cancer is a chronic illness now, and it really made me start looking at it differently and to see how the patients act that way. They live with cancer now as opposed to the alternative.
The stories that I hear from patients, the things they have to go through, the treatment they have to endure, whether it's chemo or radiation, like I said, it inspires me. You know, it just leaves you with a good feeling. You know, like you're doing something to positively impact somebody's life on a real personal basis every day. The unique thing about this center is we offer state-of-the-art equipment as far as radiation therapy goes. So we can treat just about any sort of cancer that you would have that would be appropriate for radiation. We can do it here. From chemotherapy to radiation therapy to any sort of dietitian type of needs that you would need, counseling, you name it. You know, we have everything to offer anyone who has cancer. This is the only place they have to come. Faith, hope, and inspiration. I know it sounds maybe kind of corny, but on a daily basis, that's pretty much what you know, I feel from the patients that we treat. I think that the machines actually treat the cancer, the therapists, we treat the patient.
It's been an interesting journey. I've always believed that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And my mission, I guess, if it were to be called that, is to help patients get beyond themselves and to have hope and to use their own natural-born creativity, which sometimes they're not even conscious of. And when I started wanting to do a program in the infusion room with patients and discovered that often they were just too tired or too sick, it was suggested by the board that I just go out in the lobby and paint, which I didn't want to do. I was scared to death to paint in front of people. But the most amazing thing happened. People would come up, and as long as I was looking at the picture or painting on the picture and they were looking at it and we weren't looking at each other, this incredibly intimate dialogue would begin. And so I'm comfortable doing that now. And now we have an expressive arts program where the patients are coming in and doing art themselves. My philosophy is that whatever happens in your life is probably there for a reason. And at the time that I was diagnosed with cancer, like all people, it was scary and frightening, and I thought it would change my life. And it has, but all for the good. And I think most things that happen, we don't always have to know the end to everything. And I've learned to just trust in myself and in my faith and in other people. I think it's been a hugely transforming thing for me. I just absolutely love to be around people now and make them feel better. I used to be kind of afraid of really ill people. I'm not anymore. I feel very connected to them. And it's kind of taken its own life. You know, I see people, I go up to Bronson now and see people, and I come down here and see people. I'd like to think maybe I help them feel better. Several people made recommendations for me to go to Cleveland and go to all these other places, which are fine. But then when I sat in the various offices for my checkups and interviews, I realized the internet connected them to everything. They could be in touch with Cleveland Clinic in seconds, or the University of Michigan. It's really a very global, but very small and very intimate environment to heal in, I think. I just am amazed at the variety and extent of programs that an organization this size can offer. And I've noticed that they're really, everybody is participating in something. We've got everything from exercise to art to massage to just about every venue and area of personal expression is explored here in one way or another. I just got through talking to a couple in the lobby a few days ago right here at the Cancer Center who had just brought a loved one in and who were in shock and terribly upset and emotional. And I told them then that this is probably one of the most amazing places that I know anything about. And they don't just provide services. It has a lot to do with the people and their own personal belief system. It's loving, comforting, skilled. I can't think of a better place. And plus, I like the size of it because it's like a nice little small town. You know everybody, everybody knows you. I always feel comforted when I come here. And as I talk to those people, I honestly do believe that I saw them relax a little and feel a little bit better. And Dr. Vermeer and all of the people that are here are just, they're not just technicians. They're really human, caring people. And you feel that.